Will Belal Muhammad extend his unbeaten streak to 10 straight by taking out Gilbert Burns? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
Man, you know what? Belal is a coworker of mine. We've worked the desk together several times. I think it's a really risky fight for him. He's coming out of Ramadan. He already had some issues and not issues, but had some questions about trying to get a catch weight, which tells me that he's heavy. Which you would think that like going through Ramadan that a lot of those guys would be super skinny, but my friends, you know, and some of the Factory X guys that have gone through Ramadan, to be honest, like Yusuf is super fluffy right now because they gorged themselves all night or late into the night, and then because they can't eat or drink throughout the day, you know, they kind of just chill and hang out, and you know, they don't exert themselves a whole bunch, which is totally understandable. I absolutely get it. And then they don't eat all day, and then they gorge themselves at night. So they're not burning a lot of calories, but they're still taking in a bunch, just at odd times, and then they sleep on it. So I wonder if he's a little bit heavy. I wonder how much he's been training, but he's just been campaigning for this big shot that he wants. And then it's like, you take the guy that's about to fight on his third pay-per-view of the year. I mean, it's only April. He's about to fight in his third pay-per-view. That guy's always training. He's taken 0 damage in 2 fights already. He's on a hot streak right now. He's in shape. He's already done the weight cut a couple times, so you know he's lean. I just think it's a risky fight. Full training camps, I think it looks different, but like this, I give the edge to Gilbert Burns, no question. And I'm sorry, and that's nothing against Belal. I love you, Belal. You know that.
Well, I love this fight. I think it's great. I think it's a good title eliminator. I think they're both, you know, on impressive runs. Belal is, you know, a sleeper of the division. He's on like a 6 or 7 fight win streak. He's just defeating everybody. So I think the winner of this definitely gets a shot at the title next. I love that matchup too, but I think I'm favoring Burns in that one.
I just feel like Gilbert Burns is going to be the tougher guy. I think he's better on the ground. I think he's aggressive in the striking. I feel like Belal is going to be probably a little worried about the takedowns a little bit. And, I just feel like Burns is the better fighter all around. So I got Burns.
I think Gilbert Burns.
I saw that. I think it's going to be Burns. I think Burns has a better wrestling. You know, he's still in great shape from his fight with Jorge from not that long ago. That dude is hungry. He wants it. Not to say anything about Belal not being hungry. I just think Gilbert's the one that takes the cake in this fight.
Oh man, that's gonna be a super close fight and a very entertaining fight. I would give the edge to Belal, but I feel like he's taking it on short notice, and we know that Burns is ready to go. I would say Belal.
It's such a close one, and I love Gilbert, like, as a fighter, as a personality, like, as a person. I think he's just, like, a really good soul. But I think Belal has this one, you know? Like, he's just, like, he's got that grit, you know? And he's got that want to be spectacular. And I know that Gilbert does, too. But, yeah.
Gilbert. I got Gilbert. Gilbert's a savage, man. I'll go Gilbert on that.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, especially because it's a short notice fight, and it's a 5-round fight. You know, Muhammad, you know, Belal has always got amazing cardio. He's got that wrestling. You know, he pushes the pace, but you know, taking the fight on short notice, you know, right after Ramadan, you know, how hard could he have been training during Ramadan? You know, and probably not that hard. And then Burns just came off that fight, you know, just came out of camp. So I think, I mean, you got to favor probably Burns because he just had a full camp, had a win, and he doesn't practice Ramadan. But, you know, again, with Belal, you know, people have been counting him out his whole career, and he's constantly proving people wrong. So I wouldn't be surprised if Muhammad gets it done, because you got to remember the name.
Man, that's a good fight. I got Gilbert winning a decision, but man, it would be nice to see Belal with a full fight camp. He's fighting at a disadvantage, not having a full camp, and like the way he was able to piece up Brady and like out wrestle these guys pretty well, he can do it. But I feel like Belal's strongest attribute is his pacing and his like cage control and wrestling. And like if Hamzat couldn't beat Burns with it, I don't think anyone's going to beat Burns with it. you know, and I feel like Gilbert beat Wonderboy. Did Belal fought Wonderboy, right?
Yes, he did, and he beat him. Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like Gilbert did it slightly better, and Gilbert's coming off of that fight camp against Masvidal, so I feel like he'll be in better shape. I'd be rooting for Belal, just because he's got some connections with some of the guys at Fortis and stuff, and I like the dude. He's a hard worker, but not having a full camp for a fight as challenging as Gilbert Burns is tough. Plus, the winner gets to fight for the belt, and it's unfortunate having to have that opportunity be on a short notice kind of basis. But dude, you know me, I'm all for short notice action. That's why it's important to train consistently. But we'll see. I do got Burns by decision.